So, you want to start a podcast. A podcast dedicated to the often overlooked and stigmatized topics of HIV and STIs. You've got the equipment, the passion, and the drive. That's not just awesome, it's absolutely necessary. It's a vital contribution to a conversation that's been silenced for far too long. Sexual health conversations are often hidden in whispers and shadows, relegated to hushed tones and private corners. They're shrouded in discomfort and misunderstanding. This secrecy is dangerous, letting misinformation and fear thrive in the darkness. It prevents people from seeking the information and care they need. Your podcast can be a bright, open space, a beacon of knowledge and understanding where people feel seen, heard, and validated. A place where they can find answers without judgment. Millions of new STI cases happen every year, a staggering number that underscores the urgent need for open and honest dialogue. Yet public conversation lags far behind the reality of the situation. The silence is deafening, and the consequences are real. We talk about the flu, heart health, and mental well-being with increasing openness, acknowledging their impact on our lives. But sexual health is still too often considered taboo, a subject to be avoided or whispered about in hushed tones. Your show can help normalize these topics, bringing them out of the shadows and into the light of everyday conversation, making testing and prevention just another routine part of life, like going to the dentist or getting a flu shot. Podcasting is intimate, just a voice in someone's ear, a personal connection that transcends physical barriers. It's a powerful medium for breaking down walls of shame and isolation, fostering a sense of community and belonging. You can comfort someone newly diagnosed, offering them support, information, and a sense of hope. Or give a teen the accurate facts they're too embarrassed to ask for, empowering them to make informed decisions about their health. This isn't just about preventing disease, it's about promoting overall well-being and healthy relationships. It's about empowering people to understand and care for their bodies, to advocate for their own health, and to live fulfilling lives. You're building a community, a safe and supportive space for open and honest conversations, where sexual wellness is recognized as a fundamental right, not a shameful secret to be hidden away. By opening up the dialogue, by creating a platform for diverse voices and perspectives, you're helping listeners become more informed, more compassionate, and more empowered to take control of their sexual health. That's a powerful thing, a truly transformative force for good in the world. So, yes, start that podcast. Don't hesitate. Don't second-guess yourself. The world needs to hear it, now more than ever. Your voice is needed in this crucial conversation. You can be the voice that changes someone's life, providing them with the information, support, and encouragement they need to live a healthier, happier life. Let's break the silence together. One conversation, one episode, one listener at a time. Your podcast matters. It has the potential to make a real and lasting difference in the lives of countless individuals. You're ready to go. The equipment is set, your ideas are flowing, and you're eager to share your voice with the world. Now comes a crucial step. What will you call your podcast? This isn't just a formality, it's the foundation of your brand and the first impression you'll make on potential listeners. The title is your front door. It's the entryway to your content, your community, and your message. It should be welcoming, clear, and easy to remember. Think of it as a friendly face and a clear signpost guiding people to exactly what they're looking for. Aim for a name that's both approachable and credible. You want to build trust from the very first interaction, signaling that you're both knowledgeable and relatable. Direct titles like STI Science immediately tell listeners what to expect, or Safer Sex Ed leave no room for ambiguity. These kinds of titles build trust and set clear expectations, ensuring that the right audience finds you. They communicate exactly what you offer, fostering a sense of reliability. Or choose something community-focused, like Unashamed, signaling a safe space for open conversation. Or Body Talk, inviting listeners to explore sensitive topics together. These titles invite listeners into a supportive space, fostering a sense of belonging and shared experience. They promise connection and understanding. Creative titles, ones that spark curiosity and intrigue, like Between the Sheets, A Health Guide, or The Full Disclosure, can make the topic less intimidating, especially for younger audiences. A clever title can pique interest and encourage exploration. Whatever you pick, make sure it matches your show's tone. Consistency is key in branding. Say it out loud. Does it sound good? Does it roll off the tongue? Is it easy to spell and share? Can people easily find it when they search online? Imagine telling a friend, You have to listen to your podcast name. Would they be intrigued? Your title is the first step in breaking stigma. It's your opportunity to challenge norms and open minds. Make it count. Let it reflect the power of your message. Be bold, be clear, and be inviting. Let your passion shine through. The right name will draw in the people who need your message most. It will resonate with those seeking information, support, and community. Don't overthink it. Trust your instincts. Just make sure it feels true to your mission. Authenticity is key to connecting with your audience. Your podcast's name is your first act of advocacy. It's your statement to the world. Before you record, write a mission statement. It's your North Star. Your main goal, educate. Replace fear with facts about HIV and STIs, what they are, how they're transmitted, and how they're not. Share real stories. Data matters, but personal experiences connect and fight stigma in ways statistics can't. Highlight resilience and community, not just diagnosis. Finally, bust myths and challenge stereotypes head on. Tackle misinformation like, can you get HIV from a toilet seat? You can't. Your mission: educate, share, and fight stigma. Every episode should serve these goals. Stay focused, stay compassionate. That's how you make a difference. With your name and mission set, let's build your episode structure. Consistency helps both you and your audience. Try this 5-part blueprint: introduction, expert insight, personal story, myth busting, and wrap-up. Start with a hook and set the tone. Bring in an expert for facts, then share a real-life story for empathy. Tackle a common myth, then end with a clear call to action. This flow keeps things organized and engaging. Adjust segment lengths as needed, but keep the structure steady. It's a flexible framework for any topic. Your listeners will appreciate the rhythm. Structure builds trust and makes your message stick. Use it as your foundation. The first minute is everything. It's your chance to make a lasting impression. Think of it as the first page of a captivating book, or the opening scene of a blockbuster movie. You need to grab your audience's attention right away. Hook your listener fast. Don't let them drift away to another podcast or another task. You have a limited window to pique their interest and convince them that your content is worth their time. Start with a surprising stat, something that will make people sit up and take notice. A statistic can be a powerful way to introduce the importance or relevance of your topic. A relatable question, something that resonates with their own experiences or curiosities. Pose a question that gets them thinking and eager to hear the answer, or a clip from your featured story. Tease a compelling moment from your interview or narrative to draw listeners in. Give them a taste of what's to come and leave them wanting more. For example, did you know nearly half of new STIs in the US are in people aged 15-24? It's a shocking statistic that immediately highlights the importance of sexual health education for young people. Or, ever felt too embarrassed to ask about sexual health? You're not alone. This question creates an instant connection with listeners who may have felt the same way, assuring them that they're in a safe space. After the hook, clearly outline what's coming. Give your listeners a roadmap of the episode. Let them know what topics you'll be covering and who they'll be hearing from. Today, we'll talk to Dr. Sharma about herpes, exploring the facts, dispelling the myths, and understanding the latest treatments. Hear Ben's story, a personal account of living with herpes, offering insights and hope to others facing similar challenges. And bust some myths. We'll tackle common misconceptions about herpes, providing accurate information and promoting understanding. Set a warm, judgment-free tone. Create an environment where listeners feel safe and comfortable exploring sensitive topics. Your voice should be calm and inclusive. Speak in a way that invites listeners in and makes them feel like they're part of a conversation. Use language like everyone or folks to welcome all listeners. Avoid jargon or technical terms that might alienate some members of your audience. Choose intro music that's hopeful and gentle. Music can set the mood and create a welcoming atmosphere for your podcast. Your intro is your handshake. It's your first point of contact with your listeners, so make it count. Make it memorable. Leave a lasting impression that will keep them coming back for more. Promise value, safety, and empathy. Let your listeners know that they'll gain valuable information, feel safe exploring sensitive topics, and be met with understanding and compassion. Don't waste time. Respect your listeners' time by getting straight to the point. Get right to the heart of the episode. Cut out any unnecessary fluff and focus on delivering valuable content. A great intro keeps listeners with you. It sets the stage for an engaging and informative listening experience. Make every second count. From the first word to the last, ensure that your intro is captivating and informative. Set the stage for honest conversation. Create an atmosphere where open and authentic dialogue can flourish. Now for the heart of your episode. Expert insights and real stories. Experts build credibility. Invite doctors, nurses, educators, or therapists with real experience. Your job is to translate their knowledge into clear, simple language. Ask them to break down jargon and explain the basics. Extract actionable info your listeners can use. Then shift to a personal story. This is where facts become human. Stories fight stigma and show that people with HIV or STIs are more than statistics. Let guests share honestly and always offer anonymity if needed. Ask open-ended questions. What was that like for you? Or what helped you get through it? These stories are about resilience and hope, not just struggle. Be a compassionate listener. This segment is the emotional anchor of your show. Remind listeners they're not alone. Time to bust a myth. Think of it as your weekly truth bomb. State the myth clearly. If you have an STI, you'll always have symptoms. Reference your expert. As Dr. Sharma explained, many STIs have no symptoms at all. Use simple, direct language and reliable sources. Emphasize the only way to know is to get tested. Explain why the myth is harmful. Untreated infections can spread. Encourage regular testing as routine self-care. Repeat this segment every week to build a library of truths. Myth-busting empowers your listeners. Make it fun, but always factual. Knowledge is the best defense against stigma. Podcasting about sexual health means leading with care and responsibility. Use inclusive, person-first language. Say people living with HIV, not AIDS patients. Choose gender-neutral words like folks to make everyone feel welcome. Talk about safer sex to acknowledge real-life risk. Feature diverse voices. Race, gender, orientation, and background all shape these experiences. Amplify stories from marginalized communities. Always base your info on trusted sources. CDC, WHO, peer-reviewed research. Fact-check everything. If you're unsure, ask an expert. Your listeners trust you. Honor that trust. Be accurate, be kind, and be inclusive. That's how you create real change. You've shared facts and stories. Now inspire action. End each episode with a clear, doable call to action. Encourage listeners to get tested. Make it normal and easy. Share resources. Visit cdc.gov/testing to find a clinic near you. Challenge them to talk with a partner about sexual health. Remind them, honest conversations build healthier relationships. Ask listeners to share what they've learned. Stigma fades in the light of open dialogue. Invite them to share the episode or leave a review to help others find your show. Your podcast is a ripple. Your listeners spread the impact. By taking action, they join a movement for a healthier, more compassionate world. Every episode is a step toward change. You're not just informing, you're empowering. Thank your listeners for being part of the solution. Together, you're making a difference.